I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
Anyone claiming that America's economy is in decline is peddling fiction.
I've abandoned free market principles to save the free market system.
But we have to pass the bill so that you can find out what is in it.
Raising the debt ceilings does not increase our debt. It does not somehow promote profligacy.
I know words. I have the best words. Nobody knows the system better than me, which is why I alone can fix it.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, and welcome back to the Peddling Fiction Podcast. I am your host, the voice and soul of so-called fiction, Johnny Profita, and back with me, trying to stay cool over there in Hillbilly Land, is Justin Hillbilly Boy Campbell. I guarantee you, I don't care how hot it is over there, it's more uncomfortable where I'm at.
The problem we've got is the humidity. It is.
Well, that's the problem I got too. What's your humidity? I'm going to look up mine right now.
The other day it was like 70%.
75% for me right now.
It's not today. It's down a bit. It's only 56% today. Yesterday it was like 73%. It was nasty.
Yeah, every day is at least 70 here now. Today's 75. The morning I got back, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking just stifling. This is like Tuesday morning. And I went back and I looked at it. At one point, it touched 94% humidity. Like, I didn't even know that was possible. What's 100% humidity? Rain? like it was just like 94% at like 10 o'clock in the morning. You gotta be fucking kidding me. So, and of course, I have the doors closed here. I did get one of the AC units fixed in here, but it just takes so long. I'm in this room is big. And it would probably take the entire podcast just to cool it down by 1 degree. So I guess I'll just sweat through it. But anyway, how are things over there, Hillbilly Land, otherwise?
Other than that, good. I don't know if I've given an update on it. So, I know I've talked about my wife's nephew has been living with us for a few months. And we've been talking to DCS, and they had court earlier in the week, and we're probably going to end up keeping him, which is good. He's better with us than with his mom, and he's been really good for us. He and I had a conversation about some typical teenage boy things. Did you know that YouTube very heavily edits or censors any forms of nudity, except for if it's artistic? And naked yoga falls under the purview of art. And I walked into the house the other day and caught him searching for naked yoga on YouTube on the fucking TV in the living room. I was like, all right, look. It's like, I get it. I was a teenage boy once too. Not in the living room, not on the fucking TV that the entire family uses. Like, go to your room. Don't do that shit. And
It's sorry. I got a little distracted there for a second. Everything's happening all at once here.
You're the one that wanted to go early.
Yeah, I know. Of course. And then the reason I wanted to go early just fucking blew up, so I didn't need to go early. So wait, you can watch naked yoga on YouTube?
I have
because
not
it's artistic.
I personally have not searched this. Between this show, my own show, and the morning show, my search history is fucked enough as it is. So I personally have not searched for naked yoga on YouTube. But yes, as I understand it, that is the loophole to for nudity on YouTube. So he was testing that out. I don't know if he succeeded in finding naked yoga, I just walked in, saw the search result pulled up, and as soon as I walked in, he started hitting back, trying to exit out of it.
Shit.
It was pretty funny. I told Stephanie about it, and she said she didn't like try to have a conversation with him or anything. She just let what I told him be enough. But she was like, "So, your Uncle Justin told me what happened today." He said, "Yeah, he's terrifying." He said he gave me that whole thing straight face, didn't crack it all, just ran through it. He's like, he's scary. He's like, that's what I was going for. I'm glad one of the kids picked up on it.
Oh man, these kids today are so spoiled anyway.
I know, right? So we've gone 3 for 3 on boys in the house because my wife's son, the oldest one, the stepson, whenever he lived with us at about this age, I had my PlayStation 4 set up in the living room on the main TV, and I went to search for something on the PlayStation, and the last search was like naked girls or some shit. I was like, dude, not in the living room, not on my fucking PlayStation. Go to your bedroom. You got a fucking phone. Like, why on my PlayStation in the fucking living room? Like, so, 1 for 1, or, started out great with that one. And then Sean, I don't know if you remember Sean's incident where he had a file on his Chromebook where he was like watching True Detective, season 1 of True Detective with Alex Dario and her fantastic.
Yeah, great cans.
Yeah. So he had like screenshotted. He was watching that on his Chromebook, screenshotted that and put it in a folder. Like, dude, like the idea of the spank bank is it's in your head, not on an actual file on your computer. It's like, don't be stupid. And now the nephew. So we've gone 3 for 3 on teenage boys doing dumb shit. Like, I get it. We were teenage boys. We understand, but I mean, come on.
Yeah, and getting busted though too.
Right. That's what I was like. I get it. You're gonna do it. Just don't get fucking caught. Like, and you're lucky it was me that caught you and not your aunt, because she'd have really been pissed off at you. I was like, just don't be dumb. Kids these days, they don't think shit through. No.
Yeah. Well, at least he's got good taste in cans. Alexandria, the Dario, or whatever her name is.
Yeah, whenever Sean got busted, I was like,
cans.
Like, Sean's mom is the one that caught him, and so she was like, "Can you have a conversation with him?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll talk to him." And so I talked to him, and after we got done having the conversation, I was like, "All right, what were you watching? Like, what was the show that you were watching and taking screenshots of?" And he was like, "True Detective." I was like, "Season 1?" He said, "Yeah." I was like, all right, yeah, I get it. I was like, also, don't fucking do it. But like, I get it, but don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Which is a good segue into our first topic.
We're talking about cans today. Speaking of huge cans and no ass.
Sydney Sweeney's breasts spark American Eagle meme stock frenzy. I don't even know what the fuck a meme stock is, but if boobs can start a frenzy, I guess can't be all bad.
Meme stocks was like the whole GameStop thing.
Oh.
And it wasn't Lowe's theater. What was the theater? AMC movie theaters. Yeah, that was the meme stock frenzy, where they would just fucking pile into all these stocks that have been overshorted by the whales on Wall Street, and using kind of social media to gather a crowd to pump these stocks up. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, continue.
On Thursday, shares of American Eagle Outfitters saw a sudden and dramatic jump, rising as much as 12% during the trading session. The surprising driver of this rally wasn't financial performance or a new product launch. It was actress Sydney Sweeney, or rather her 2 most prominent assets, which were clearly highlighted over and over again. Her popularity and cultural relevance caught the attention of the retail investing crowd, especially those active on Reddit's Wall Street Bets forum, where enthusiasm for meme stocks often begins. So apparently there's a hang on, let me switch over. There's a advertisement with Sydney Sweeney that caught some.
Yeah, fire it up.
Here we
go. Sydney Sweeney has her canes.
So yeah, that was Sydney Sweeney apparently fixing something wrong with the the engine of her car, and then she hops in and peels out, and they zoom in on her ass when she's walking away. I have a lot of thoughts on this, obviously, because it involves huge cans. But okay, this is like I really appreciate the sentiment that they're going for here. Beautiful blonde chick, muscle cars, jeans. Like, this is America. It's a great idea in theory for a commercial. But if you're trying to showcase jeans and a girl's ass, pick a girl that has a nice ass that fills out the fucking jeans. Like, those jeans were the worst part of the commercial. They looked terrible, did they not?
Yeah.
They were like loose and baggy, and she has no ass. She's got great cans. She should be modeling bras and things like that for Victoria's Secret. They should not be showcasing her ass saying she's got great jeans. She doesn't. She's one of those chicks that just relies on her huge, great cans and skips leg day.
Yeah, let's go back to the let's take it back to the video replay there. Here's like, this is not very impressive. They could have at least, like, and she might have a better ass than what these jeans show.
Maybe it was just the pair of jeans that she had on. They didn't fit well.
Yeah, the jeans are not very accentuating of her features. They fit way too loose. That's like jeans that I would wear working out in the garage. Like, not jeans that you want Sydney Sweeney wearing for a commercial to drum up sex appeal. Granted, it still accomplished what they were wanting it to. And and you know, we've talked about like with Bud Light and others, like understanding your target audience and crafting your marketing scheme towards what's going to get eyeballs on your product and get people paying attention, get people like actually wanting to support you. This, I mean, knocked it out of the park. Like that, they 10 out of 10 on targeting the audience that you're going for with the correct message.
Yes. Yeah, it was just it was a poor casting job. I guarantee you that it was like some chick or some gay dude that decided to have her do this. But the overall commercial is such an improvement. And we figured this out. Remember, Jessica Simpson was like eating a burger or something and like riding a bull, and that fucking blew up. Like, we knew this a long time ago. It's so fucking easy. It's so easy. Hot chicks in front of whatever you're trying to sell. That will sell things. Not big, fat, ugly, morbidly obese chicks that nobody wants to look at. Like, I don't know, like, how they infiltrated the advertising industry and like fucked with everything for like the last 8 years or whatever it was. But this is a nice return, and it shows that even when you kind of miss the mark, I'm still like, if I were to buy, like, I don't know, I don't really buy jeans, but like, okay, like this commercial makes me want to fucking support the company. It's not like oh, that commercial pisses me off or something. It shows you that, yeah, like you get the sentiment right, even if you miss the mark a little bit, it's still a fucking wildly successful commercial, as opposed to whatever all that woke shit was. And it's a nice. I don't know. Are we just completely done with trying to turn fat chicks into Victoria's Secret models? Hopefully,
Victoria's Secret is done with that. So the rest of the advertising world should be as well. Like, Victoria's Secret retired the angels and then went with that like woke marketing scheme for all of about 7 minutes. It backfired insanely, and after that, they were like, "All right, we're going back to the angels. Like, we're not doing this anymore." Which, I mean, that's duh. Even, and I think we've talked about this, like, even fat chicks don't want to see fat chicks wearing Victoria's Secret in the commercials. It's like they want to imagine that they look like Sydney Sweeney or Jessica Simpson. Like, they don't want to see something poured into this outfit and they're like, oh, that's what I'm going to look like? Oh, man.
All right. Yeah, you want to visualize something a little more positive. It's here, let me send you this. Somebody sent this. Somebody posted this one, and it's like a juxtaposition of an American Eagle commercial from 2019 versus 2025. And it just sums it up perfectly.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, yeah. It says woke is dead. For those who aren't watching the video or aren't watching the video of this, on the left we have a American Eagle ad from 2019, which is some extremely fat black chick with purple hair, and I don't know what's going on in this. This is everything about this is
like
just
a
terrible.
big fat ass, but not in like a nice way. It's not very shapely, especially for a black chick. Come on.
And see, I feel like these jeans would even be better for.
Yeah, they certainly fit better. And then she's got the whole Canadian tuxedo on. She's got the blue jean top with her cans busting out. Like that's. I don't think chicks are going to be wearing blue jean tops. Like I haven't seen anybody do that in real life ever. But that's definitely the way you should be modeling her, not her like walking around in baggy jeans. Talking about she's got a night like no, I mean, dude, think of how many. I don't know. Aren't there like Hollywood actresses that have like a nice fucking ass that you can put in a pair of jeans?
Maybe this was the way of presenting the product the way you want to appeal to your target audience without overly sexualizing the actress who is portraying the.
I don't know, dude. They zoomed in on her ass in that commercial. It's just like there's just nothing there, and it just like I don't know. Maybe I'm just overly sensitive to this being an ass man, but like that was pathetic. Like she's just fucking. She looks so fucking average in that at best, and it makes the jeans look bad because they didn't fit right.
So speaking of the Canadian tuxedo,
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that?
You shouldn't, because they don't.
Buy the jeans. I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
Yeah, like it doesn't. She's not going to tell you that because she doesn't want to lie to you. But again, dude, still a far superior commercial to anything that's been fucking churned out by these woke leftists in the last 10 years or so. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're back. Maybe we are back. But I mean, if I was anywhere in the fucking boardroom when this discussion's going down, I'm like, no, we need a better ass.
Either a better ass.
Can you look up who's in charge of their commercial? It's got to be some chick, dude. Chicks don't understand this, or a gay dude. Chicks and gays.
It's a guy. Let's see. I don't have any information on the guy outside of Anthony Stain, whatever.
Damn it. He's gay. All right. But I don't know, dude. It's great. It's great to see the overreaction to it in the right direction. And yeah, they should be bringing back commercials like that. And enough with this trying to be like body positivity for people that are probably going to die at 38 or 42 from just being morbidly obese and having 10 comorbidities to go along with their COVID.
Oh yeah, I found a picture of him. Dude's definitely gay.
There you go. There you go. I knew it had to be a fucking gay guy or a chick. Just fucking knew it. Well, speaking of dying, we're losing a lot of 80s icons this month.
Yeah.
We already lost Theo from
the Cosby Show.
Cosby Show.
Jamal Warner, which he was only in his 50s, but he He died in a drowning
He
accident.
drowned.
He was drowning with his daughter, or he was swimming with his daughter and drowned. Which we don't need to make the black people swimming joke, I guess.
Yeah, I shouldn't be laughing because it's sad, but
Yes.
stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. That's how I knew that guy was gay. And you know, black people, great boxers, bad swimmers.
So yeah, we lost Theo from the Cosby Show, lost Ozzy Osbourne, and then Hulk Hogan passed away. He had a heart attack apparently. I guess he's had a couple procedures done, like working on his heart. Gosh, I can't imagine why a guy who did steroids for like 20 years would have a bad heart.
Right. Yeah, and who would like? I mean, the amount of just like energy that he would come out with doing appearances and wrestling and stuff like that. It's got to be tough on the old ticker.
Shit, I mean, at the RNC last year when he did his pro-Trump speech and everything, for a 70-year-old dude whose heart was about to give out, he had a lot of juice going, and maybe he got juiced up before it. I don't know.
I didn't realize he was that old. I didn't really think about it, but I was like, Jesus. Getting up
71. It's funny. There are clips and stuff going around of like when he was, Hulk Hogan doing the WWF and the WCW and then WWE and everything back in the late 80s, and all through the 90s and early 2000s, and like bald ass head with the mullet and everything. And there was one that was like Hulk Hogan was 34 in this. Like, holy shit. Like, when I was 34, I still looked like I was in my 20s. If I shaved my beard, I still do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, I guess maybe we're just getting to that age where I'm like, I'm seeing people like for the first time in like 10 and like 5 or 6 years or something. I'm like, Jesus Christ, they got old. Like I saw somebody as like Pam and somebody else from The Office. She looks like a fucking grandma. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, dude. How old are these people now? How old am I? I don't know. I feel like you and me are aging pretty well over here. But these, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Some of these people are aging like bananas, or I guess maybe they're just a lot older than I thought they were. But yeah, the Hulkster goes down. I guess he was racist, so it's okay. We don't really care that he died.
It's funny that I was going to bring that up as well. I was reading an article before we started, talking about the problematic contradictions for black wrestling fans that Hulk Hogan's death brings on. It's like reading the article, like everybody that they talked to, they're like, yeah, like Hulk Hogan said some racist shit, but also he was still Hulk Hogan. Like he was the face of, not just the face of professional wrestling, like he was the face of America for that, for that stretch. Like that was the American way, was professional wrestling and Hulk Hogan and Hulkamania. There's all the videos of him and Randy Savage and like all the like in the NWO and everything else that went with that. Stephanie and I a few months ago, we watched the Vince McMahon documentary or docuseries on Netflix that talks about the like wrestling in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s and everything that went on through all that era. And like it was awesome to watch that and kind of like reminisce and relive some of that, like watching the clips and how they talked about the way that some of the different things happened backstage and behind the scenes and what was going on with Vince McMahon and the people running the organization and stuff leading up to all of these different like big WrestleMania events and stuff. Is like, this is like, I remember watching this stuff as a kid, like just awesome. But I mean, Hulk Hogan was the face of all of that. Like even when he did his heel turn and joined the NWO, that just made being a heel cool. Like,
yeah. I mean, dude, there was nothing better than wrestling, like professional wrestling when we were kids. Definitely. Like, I don't know what's going on with it now. It looks fucking terrible from like just the things that I see randomly.
Stephanie loves John Cena, so she watches some of the big events and stuff when they come on. and I'll watch some of it with her. Yeah, a lot of it has lost its luster for me. They don't do a lot of the really over the top stuff anymore for obvious reasons. A lot of that shit was wildly dangerous, and also, you know, pushing a lot of steroid use and stuff, and it was unhealthy for everybody involved. And so they've cleaned up their act to a large degree, but it's still not bad. Like, I watched John Cena win a title fight a couple months ago, and like, it's okay. It's not the wild over the top product that it was in the 90s and 2000s, but it's still okay. And I like some of the way it's written, and some of the storylines and stuff are like, right now they're making John Cena be a heel, and he's doing like his retirement. Like, this is it for him. He's done after this year, and so he's doing his like retirement tour, and he's turned bad guy for this final stretch. And I suspect he'll have a turning around and end as a good guy again, and go out on a high note or something. But some of the writing is a little heavy handed, but it always has been. Like, when you go back and you watch that stuff from the 80s and 90s, like, it always has been pretty heavy handed. And that's what makes it fun, is, it's a show. Like, back then I think back then there was still a certain degree of like, people didn't understand it was a TV show. It wasn't necessarily, it wasn't actually wrestling.
Yeah. There was a lot of crazy shit that happened. But, well, there was so didn't Hulk Hogan have like a sex tape too?
So that's where all of this Hulk Hogan being a racist came out. Was he had the sex tape that got released by Gawker, and then when he asked them to take it down, they refused. But part of the sex tape was him talking about his daughter's black boyfriend, and he dropped a couple N-bombs in talking about that. And it wasn't like outside of the N-word, he didn't say anything. Like, he was just saying, what his preference was for his daughter's dating choices, and it was a normal parent thing. But it got a lot of bad publicity, and also Hulk Hogan was like, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said all of that." And he was like, it was a time in my life when there was a lot of shit going on. Obviously, he was fucking his best friend's wife, so yeah, he might have had some shit going on. But like the article that I was reading about, talking about black wrestling fans and Hulk Hogan's death, is like, all of them were like, "Yeah, it's still Hulk Hogan. Like, sure, he said some shit. He's still Hulk Hogan. I still love him. Like, he still is the face of professional wrestling and America for a defining era that brought a lot of people to loving wrestling, and like passing the torch to The Rock and other black wrestlers who became very prominent in the sport because of the work that Hogan did to make it as popular as it was." So, there's still a lot that goes on. The sex tape and the Gawker thing. So have you ever seen what happened with all of that?
I just know that like he basically single-handedly took down Gawker.
Sort of. Okay, so Gawker leaked his sex tape and then refused to take it down after he asked them to take it down. Gawker had also outed Peter Thiel as being gay. And Peter Thiel had an axe to grind with Gawker. So at the time, Hulk Hogan was flat fucking broke. And when they leaked the sex tape, Peter Thiel basically told Hogan, like, "I will 100% fund your legal defense." He said, "on the stipulation that you do not settle with them. Take this all the way through and fucking ruin them." Like, they went after not just Gawker, the publication, but the CEO of Gawker as well. Like, from everything that I've been able to find, the CEO of Gawker will be paying Hulk Hogan's family until he dies. Like, so Peter Thiel 100% funded Hulk Hogan's legal defense to go after Gawker and the Gawker CEO, and just absolutely destroyed them. Like, bankrupted Gawker. Everybody that worked at Gawker got fired. It got closed down. Like I said, the CEO of Gawker is going to be paying Hogan's family until he dies, like for literally forever. Just all because they outed Peter Thiel, and Thiel saw Hogan's sex tape as the opportunity to just absolutely destroy them.
Oh, that's great. That's a great fucking. First of all, Gawker was just a shit publication, absolutely fucking dog shit. And what better way could you use your fuck you money than to just be like, yeah, no, I'm taking these guys down.
Yeah, that was his number one stipulation was you don't settle out of court. You take this all the way through, see it through to the end, and we will fucking bury them.
Oh, that's so fucking great. That'd be, yeah, dude, being a fucking billionaire and you just like, you're like reading the newspaper or something and you're like, I kind of want to get involved in this case. Let me see if I can tip the scales because fuck these people.
He bought Hulk Hogan 3 of the best lawyers money could buy and just gave them the impetus to completely destroy everything that was Gawker. Oh, that's the way to use your fuck you money if you have the opportunity.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, the Hulks, they come in threes, they say. I don't know if is that the 3 then? So Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, and then Hulk Hogan. That was the 3rd.
Yeah. At least Ric Flair's still kicking.
Is he really? Holy shit.
I believe so. Ric Flair's still alive, right? Woo!
Yes.
Ric Flair. 30.
Ric Flair expressed deep sorrow in an interview following the passing of his close friend and fellow wrestling icon, Hulk Hogan. Ric Flair is still alive and kicking.
Did you watch his 30 for 30? Oh, dude, it was hilarious. That guy is such a fucking maniac. It's like he was just like a raging fucking lunatic alcoholic. And just absolutely hilarious. Like he's like a comedian, dude. He's not even trying to be funny. Just like, I don't know if I have a drinking problem or if I'm an alcoholic. I've never tried to quit. It's just like, didn't you drink like 85 beers with Andre the Giant on a flight? Or something like that.
Open up the airplane door and just beer cans go rolling out.
Yeah, he like goes to a strip club like right after getting married or something. Like just crazy fucking ridiculous stories. He was married like 4 times, of course.
Yeah, Ric Flair is 76.
Wow. Dude, it's like my fucking parents' age. That is crazy. Oh, man. All right. What else we got on this lovely Friday afternoon?
Oh, you want to do some real news or you want to stick with some dumb shit? Because, I mean, as long as we're doing dumb shit, there's the most recent South Park episode with their
let's do that.
With their Trump parody.
Yeah, so I have not watched South Park in how long has it been on? It's been like at least 25 years, right?
Yeah, if not longer.
I remember like when it first came out, I was in like 5th grade or something. I know I was playing fucking like Pee-wee football.
1997 is when it started.
Okay, so yeah, I was 13 years old. Maybe I was in 7th grade.
Yeah, I was junior high when it came out.
Yeah. And it was great. I watched like the first couple of seasons of it, loved the show. And then I just kind of, I don't know, lost interest in it. But you do, like they still would do good social commentary on the show. And I would hear about it from time to time, maybe watch a clip here and there.
South Park's one of those that I really like the specials. Like they did a couple COVID specials and they've done some other specials that are really funny. And then it's one of those that I can't just sit down and binge watch it. Like I get 2 or 3 episodes in and I'm like, all of these people are terrible. I can't fucking do this. It's like South Park and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like I love both of them in small doses. I cannot binge It's Always Sunny and I can't binge South Park. They're too infuriating. But they do have some really good funny shit in small doses.
Yeah, well, yeah, It's Always Sunny. There's like a little too much screaming going on to binge watch that. Like, yeah, one episode's like hilarious, but you just can't have them like screaming at each other back and forth, going nuts, and like 2.5 hours of that. But anyway, so South Park is making fun of Donald Trump, I guess, in this clip that we're about to play. And I don't know. I just every like lefty account in my fucking Twitter feed was like, "Oh my god, the MAGA's melting down over this. They're like they can't handle making fun of Donald Trump, and they used to think that South Park was conservative and yada yada yada." I don't know if anybody. It didn't seem like anybody was actually saying that on the right. It was just sort of the left projecting what they think the right would feel watching this. But so anyway, I've seen like 1 or 2 clips from this, and I don't want to poison the well, but let's go ahead and roll. All right.
They're just rehashing the Saddam Hussein thing.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So it's not even like, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah. So they show like full frontal nudity, and Trump's got like a little micro penis. I don't know. I mean, like, it had me like exhaling kind of hard a couple of times, like you're almost about to laugh, but nothing that funny, and nothing really that unique to Trump. Like you said, they're just kind of rehashing this old joke about Saddam Hussein, and there's like, dude, there's plenty of fucking things that you could make like you could have made that so funny making fun of Trump. Plus, like, I don't know, the voice just bothered me. Like, why don't they do like a funny Trump impression voice?
what? And like, so the teacher,
Garrison.
yeah, Mr. Garrison. They did a whole like Mr. Garrison becomes Trump thing and becomes the president. Like, that was really well done. That was fucking hilarious. Mr. Garrison as Trump becoming president, like that whole run, the whole thing was fucking hilarious. And it was like very well done to make fun of Trump in a unique and hilarious way. This is just, this seems lazy. I mean, it is lazy, obviously, because they're just rehashing the Saddam Hussein bit. Like,
yeah, and then a micro peanut. Like, yeah, dude. I think it just completely missed the mark, and it was a great opportunity to make fun. Like, right now is a great chance to make fun of Donald Trump because of the whole Epstein thing, and he just completely flubbed it. And he's just like a very easy guy to make fun of because he is basically a cartoon character anyway. But yeah, it didn't seem like any of that stuff was really even that unique to Trump, except for like he's just like, move on, forget about it. All right. That's all you got. And dude, didn't they get like some huge contract? They're getting paid like $30 million an episode.
yeah, I can't remember how much which, I mean, you know, and this is Paramount that's paying South Park, that's paying them. The same Paramount that just canceled Stephen Colbert. So obviously it's not about political messaging or anything like that. It's South Park actually gets ratings. South Park actually makes money for the studio. Colbert is a dying breed, and his product is garbage. And I mean, this is one of the like rare misses for South Park. Usually they're pretty on the nose with stuff, and this was, like I said, it just feels lazy. Like,
yeah, they completely missed the mark as far as I'm concerned. It just was not funny. Was not very funny. And I don't know, maybe there's a couple other scenes in the episode that were funnier, but that was like the main one that I saw circulating. And I guess it's just further proof that, dude, leftists have the worst sense of humor. They thought this was like absolutely hilarious. And I'm just like, yeah, no, that was probably one of the least funny scenes of South Park I've ever witnessed. Granted, I haven't watched it in like 20 years, but like that wasn't even close to being remotely like worthy of discussion. Like, if it didn't have the full frontal micro penis nudity, would anybody be talking about that?
right. And
they
like
just did that for shock factor, and that's just like a fucking gimmicky thing.
And the direct comparisons to Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, right. Never heard that before. Good one. It's just like, okay. For 30, dude, I'm pretty sure they're getting $30 million an episode now. Something like that. Maybe we can look that up. But they signed some huge deal with Paramount. They're making a ton of money. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just took the money and they're just going to mail it in for this season or something. I don't know. But that was
a $1.5 billion 5-year deal.
Wow. 1.5 billion. I mean, yeah, dude, how do you say no to that kind of money? So that's 300 million a year. Right? Yeah. 3 times 5. So $300 million a year, 10 episodes a season, or I think at least this season's 10 episodes. So yeah, $30 million an episode. And it just, yeah, like you said, it just didn't seem like their heart was in this one. Maybe Paramount said they have to make fun of Donald Trump or something.
To give them a legal out for canceling Colbert.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, because didn't some politicians say that they were going to investigate Paramount for discrimination for political targeting of Colbert? It's like, all right, Matt, Trey, next episode of South Park, make fun of Trump. That way we can get rid of Colbert without having to pay him any more than what we absolutely have to.
Right. Yeah, I think I saw Pocahontas clamoring about that.
And if that's what they did, then yeah, brilliant. Well, bravo for them. I mean,
yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, we'll make fun of him, but it won't be very funny. We're gonna mail this in. We'll give the left their little fucking micro penis humor that they're obsessed with. And yeah, I don't know, dude. That just was not. That was like a pretty bad showing for South Park, in my humble opinion. I would have loved to enjoy it if it was if it was actually funny. I think like I said, great opportunity. Trump's a very funny guy. You could easily make fun of him. And I don't know, maybe have they made fun of him in the past?
Other than like I said, other than the Mr. Garrison thing, I don't know that they've really gone hard after him. And the Mr. Garrison thing was wildly entertaining. I loved all of the Mr. Garrison as Trump episodes. I thought they were fucking hilarious.
I never saw any of those, so maybe I'll check it out. I don't know, dude. South Park it always just kind of felt so forced to me. It was just like a little too, I don't know, like they're trying too hard. But every once in a while, they'd come out with like a fucking hilarious banger, and I would come across it on Twitter or something. But yeah, dude, that with the amount of attention that got, at least in my Twitter feed, it was like, I was like, okay, I got to check this out. And then of course it just fucking fell completely flat. They have the worst sense of humor. It's unbelievable. But I think this is further proof. If you thought this was funny, you don't know funny.
Here, I found another clip. This is a bit, I mean, it's just more micro penis. I think that's a part that was clipped out of the original.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna sue you is kind of funny. The funniest part about it is just they're using Trump's real face, and it's like facial expressions are hilarious.
That's the only funny part is like it's Trump's actual face, his actual facial expressions from different pictures and stuff of him, and like they're changing it around and creating the image out of that, which is fucking hilarious. Because like you said, I mean, he is very cartoonish. He is very hilarious. The faces he makes and everything, like. It's very humorous and easy to use that, but then, like you said, the voice. I mean, it just sounds like Cartman. It's like
yeah. It's just not. It doesn't work. Like seeing Trump's face and then hearing that voice there's like just too big of a disconnect there.
Right. You couldn't get Alec Baldwin to do the like Trump impersonation voice because I mean, Alec Baldwin did for as unfunny as Alec Baldwin was on Saturday Night Live, his Trump was at least sort of humorous.
Yeah. Like, dude, you just have to, if you get his voice and cadence down, anything you say is funny. Because everything, he's just like the funniest goddamn politician ever. So I didn't know you could make Trump unfunny, but they managed to do it. And I don't know. I don't think any MAGA crowd is like really upset about that. I don't feel like they really give a shit. And if it had been funny, I don't think they would care either way. But yeah, it seems more of a projection from the left.
Well, yeah, and if it had actually been funny, MAGA would have thought it was funny. Like,
I would think so. Yeah.
Most MAGA types that I know thought that the Mr. Garrison Trump impersonation was pretty funny. Like, they have a pretty good sense of humor about Trump because he is a larger than life character, and he's like, I don't know. Yeah, this just seemed like seemed like a whiff.
But they made 30 million. Like, I can imagine just 30 million for that, churning out like a. How long are those cartoons? Like 30 minutes?
Yeah.
$1 million a minute?
They do the special. The specials are longer, but yeah, the average episode is like 26 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's wild. That is that's good money. So,
speaking of presidents, I don't think this president is anywhere near as funny as Trump. French President Macron, who is suing Candace Owens over claims that his wife is a man.
Dude. Oh man, these like, I can't believe these are just real headlines in life. Like, this is just so, it's getting so ridiculous. But yeah, this is hilarious. Go ahead.
French President Emmanuel Macron and his wife Brigitte filed a 22-count defamation lawsuit in the United States against right-wing podcaster Candace Owens Wednesday over the claim that Brigitte could be a man. The lawsuit filed in Delaware Superior Court alleges Owens has broadcast a relentless year-long campaign of defamation against the Macrons, according to the statement from Tom Clare, the Macrons' lawyer. In March, conservative commentator Candace Owens revived an absurd conspiracy theory with a YouTube video titled, "Is France's First Lady a Man?"
Dude, so I haven't been following any of this, but once I saw that they filed like a defamation suit against her, I like looked into it a little bit. Dude, she's been going ham on this lady or man or whatever you want to call her. She does look weird. So did I send you the clip from oh shit, Steven Crowder? I might have sent it to you. I don't know if I did. Maybe I didn't. I have it here somewhere. So he talks about it a little bit, and apparently, here, hang on. God damn it! What did I do with it?
Hang on. For those who are watching the video, here's a picture of Macron's wife. I don't know.
Yeah.
See, this is a better parody of Donald Trump than the South Park one. She's orange. She's got what looks like fake hair. Like,
yeah, that's got to be a wig that doesn't go with her head shape, anything. It just looks ridiculous. It looks like a girl just like dressed up a doll with like random stuff that they had. But so Candace Owens has been going on like a tirade. I don't know why she's so into this. Like, but she's very bothered that this guy's wife might be a man. According to Steven Crowder in that clip, did you get it?
Yeah.
It might be somebody that you've blocked or that's blocked you. Who had that posted?
Oh no,
Mr.
I don't have him.
Patriot.
I don't have him blocked. He doesn't have me blocked. Here we go.
Okay.
Were you then made aware that this was perhaps incorrect? And did you exacerbate it and make it worse? That's what this is going to be about. Candace responded by, you could say, doubling down.
You were born a man and you will die a man. That's the point I'm making. So give us a sample. I'll send my doctors to take your blood. Figure it out real quick, however you want to go about this. Hey, how about just giving us some pictures again of you growing up, raising your children? That would be fine.
Yeah, so here's the problem, and if you read the entire filing, and I read 100-something pages of it last night, they actually already did directly send proof to Candace, said pictures, childhood pictures of Bridget. They did send evidence of Bridget's biological motherhood of 3 children. They did send pictures of her first, of her wedding when she was young. And there already is sworn testimony, for example, from the children and from the, I don't know if sworn testimony, but the previous husband. So she's now moving goalposts and saying, take a blood test. They did also, by the way, send the birth announcement, not a certificate, but an announcement. So newspaper clippings, pictures, sworn testimony, evidence, and this has all been provided to her for a long time. Now,
there's something that's absolutely hilarious, like the fucking Imagine like the president of the United States, like sending, like, imagine if Barack Obama was sending proof that Michelle Obama was not a man to like some random podcaster over in the UK that just kept harassing him. No, my wife is not a man. See, look, here's a picture of her as a kid. Oh shit. So anyway, I guess the discovery phase will be kind of interesting if this does go to trial. I don't know. I mean, I've heard it's very difficult to win defamation suits in the U.S. I don't know how you do that from across the pond.
I think the doubling down might make it a little bit easier, but somebody pointed out in the comments of that Bridget Macron already lost a similar suit in France, where some people had said that she was a man, and they tried to sue for defamation and lost in France. So, I mean,
yeah, because it's just kind of like you're giving your opinion.
Yeah.
It's not like she's not saying, she's like, oh yeah, I have definitive evidence that this is a man. She's saying that it looks like a man, acts like a man. It's a man. I don't know.
The double down and calling for proof, I guess, could make that a little more, could give the Macrons an easier avenue to winning that. But then, yeah, like you said, I mean, she's just stating her opinion, I guess. So and when are we going to get similar evidence for Michelle Obama is what I want to know. Like, that's the real question, right? Like,
yeah, I'm a little surprised that she's not harping on that as much as she is like people in France. Like, who gives a shit about France? Let's see the pregnant pictures of Big Mike.
Speaking of the Obamas, Trump and Tulsi Gabbard are moving forward with the stuff against the Obamas, or against Obama and the others who were involved in the Steele dossier and all the Russian disinformation, or the Russian collusion stuff. Trump had some interesting comments on how this will all affect affect Barack Obama, in particular from the Supreme Court immunity ruling that we talked about the other day.
Thank you, Mr. President. How do you think that the Supreme Court ruling that benefited you on presidential immunity would apply to former President Barack Obama and what you're accusing him of doing?
It probably helped him a lot. The immunity ruling. But it doesn't help the people around him at all. But it probably helps him a lot. He's done criminal acts. There's no question about it. But he has immunity, and it probably helps him a lot. He owes me big. Obama owes me big.
He owes me big for the immunity ruling. Helped him out too.
Yeah. I mean, I disagree with Trump on that. I don't think the immunity ruling, I know we talked about that in the last episode, I don't think that applies to spying on presidential candidates and falsifying fucking documents to get FISA warrants and things like that. Like, I don't think those are presidential duties being carried out, honestly. So, but the big development, I guess, is that took place after our last episode was that Tulsi has like officially sent this over to the DOJ for like potential prosecution. I don't know, man. I can't see a world where anything comes of this, where you're going to get a mugshot of Barack Obama. I would love to see that happen, but I'd love to be wrong, I guess. But I don't. This again, dude. The timing of this is just it's way too obvious that they're trying to distract from the whole fallout from the Epstein cover-up. And while I would love to see pretty much every former president behind bars, this is just, I don't know. I'm not I'm not very. I'm not buying this one. But that is kind of a big. I mean, for the sitting president to accuse the former president of treason or whatever, and then to have the director of national intelligence or whatever sending the case over to the DO. I mean, those are like, if we weren't living in such a crazy timeline and you read those fucking headlines, you'd be like, holy shit, this is a big deal. And we're just kind of like, even the media just seems to be like glossing over this because they kind of know it's just it's just fucking bullshit. They're just doing this to cover up the Epstein stuff. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, is that it? Oh, I don't know. You have any other thoughts on that?
We talked about it quite a bit the other day, and
Yeah.
until we start to see more stuff and see how they're going to actually move forward, especially not like we said, the treason thing seems like the wrong charge. Sedition's probably more accurate. It's clearly a distraction or a playing politics in the court of public opinion and doing stuff to pander to their base. But once we start, and like Trump said in that clip, Obama might have protection, but the people around him don't. So seeing how they go after a lot of those others who were involved in the Steele dossier, that could be the interesting part. Will any of them actually go to jail? No. Will anything actually come of it? Probably not. But to have them go through the whole rigmarole could be entertaining. It would at least give us content.
That's true. Yep. Yeah, it gives you something to talk about.
And I mean,
it does put these things in the conversation.
With the View going on their late summer hiatus, we need all the content we can get.
Yeah, we might have to go on hiatus too. We're losing all our content.
The funny thing about that is the View takes like from the first week of August through Labor Day off every year, but they started a few days early because like August 1st is next Friday. So instead of starting on the 1st, they're just starting on Monday of next week. And so because they're starting their hiatus a few days early, like a lot of, the talking heads on the right are like, oh, look, the View is going on hiatus. They're being canceled too. Like, it's like, no, they do this every year. They take a month or a month and a half off. It's not anything new, but the way it's being covered is hilarious.
Yeah, what would all those fucking worthless chicks do if they didn't have the View? Like, Whoopi's not doing anything that anybody would be interested in. Joy Behar, like, what? Like, nobody wants these chicks involved in anything. All they have is the View. So I don't think they're going in, and I don't know what they're making per episode, but it's probably some pretty good money. I don't think they'd walk away from that voluntarily. You're looking up View salaries?
Yeah.
Nice. Whatever it is, it's way too much.
Let's see. Joy Behar makes $7 million a year. Whoopi Goldberg makes $8 million a year. Sonny Hostin and the others make 1.6 to 1.5 per year. So Whoopi and Joy Behar are raking it in. The others, they're making $1.5 million a year to sit there and just be incoherent retards.
Give horrible opinions. Yeah. Yeah, but wow, dude. Yeah, 7-8 million for those two. Imagine sitting next to him and making $7 million less than Whoopi. That's got to fucking grind your gears a little bit. But I suppose they're a little more famous than the other two broads. But that's quite a pay gap there.
Oh, and the new ones that just come on to do like spot episodes here and there that haven't been like longtime faces of the show. They start out making $250,000 a year.
Okay.
So brand new to the show, $250,000 a year right off the bat.
All right. Must be nice. And then you get a how long's their hiatus going to be?
Till Labor Day. When is Labor Day?
September or something? September something?
Yeah, I know it's like first Monday of September. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so they get a little over a month off.
All right. September, I saw, well, by November 2nd, Bitcoin's supposed to be 400,000, according to one of the new Grok things. So take that to the bank. It only has to go up by about 100,000 a month. I suppose crazier things have happened with Bitcoin, but that would be quite a move. At the moment, it is down 1.5% to 116,000. It did get up, dude. It got up to like what, 124,000 or something, 123,000 a couple days ago, or maybe last week. Sorry, I'm on a fucking 1 minute chart. Let me back up a little bit. Yeah, dude, touched 123,000. So it might be getting ready for another leg up here. Yeah, nice little move. But yeah, 400,000 by November 2nd seems extreme. Seems a little extreme, but what else? Everything's up today. You can't stop this market. I don't know what's getting it so excited, but you can't stop it.
What? I was told just a couple months ago that it was the end of the world. It would never recover. Nobody was ever going to be able to retire. That was it. We're done for.
Yeah, no, you got to buy the dip. Buy the fucking dip.
It's funny. It's funny. One of the guys that sent me a message was like, "This isn't what I voted for. This is like I'm never going to be able to retire." I was like, "I don't know what to tell you, dude. Buy the dip. Like that's how this works." Like not being an asshole. Like buy the dip.
I mean, dude, they came out with. Should we play the buy the dip video on YouTube? We should just play that. We ever played that before? Look that one up. It's not very long, but this came out in like the wake of the 2008 financial crisis after they started doing QE, and it's just like, yeah, dude, just it sounds like the problem is psychologically. Like I saw somebody's post and I commented on it today. This like financial guy, he's like making this case for why the market's gonna go up another like 280% or something from here. And one of the things that he pointed to was like, oh, like markets everyone's very comfortable with where the market is right now. There's no fear in the markets, and that's a bullish signal. And I could not disagree more. When everybody's complacent and they don't think anything bad can happen, that's usually when the market corrects. And then when there is the correction, everybody's too afraid to jump back in because what if it goes lower? I don't want to catch this falling knife thing. But historically, and by historically, I mean the last 20 years or so, anytime there's like a 20% or more pullback, you should start buying. And it doesn't even really fucking matter what you buy. But did you find the cartoon, Buy the Fucking Dip?
I found a few.
There might be two of them, but it's like these little cartoon characters that they're like horrible block figures. If you pull it up, I'll know it right away. And it's only like a couple, maybe 2 minutes long or something, 3 minutes long. Maybe it's a little longer.
Is this it?
Yeah.
I love this market. I really do. It is so easy to make money.
Oh, really? I find it so difficult.
How can you find it difficult? It's the easiest thing in the world. Actually, it's free money.
What makes you say that?
Well, think about it. You have the US government promising everyone that they will buy everything forever. How can it be difficult to make money in that environment? You just have to make sure you buy it before they do. You have to buy the dip. If you don't, then you are a fucking idiot. Just buy the fucking dip and you will make money too.
I don't know. I am getting very scared. It feels like we are at the top of the market, and as soon as I start buying the dip, the market will finally crash and I will wipe out what little I have left from being short.
Did you not hear a single word of what I just said? Buy the fucking dip.
But are you not worried about the bigger issues at play? Sovereign leverage, Asian deflation, domestic unemployment, job migration, dollar debasement, trade protectionism, Keynesian liquidity traps, and so many more issues greater than both you and me.
Seriously, you are not fucking listening. Buy the fucking dip. If you don't, you are a fucking idiot.
I know I am an idiot, but I cannot help but thinking that this is merely artificial wealth creation. Sooner or later the truth will dawn on people that Bernanke is merely inflating asset prices without any bearing on GDP growth or unemployment. And the markets will be in free fall.
Look, what we have here is failure to communicate. Let me make my position very clear to you in no uncertain terms. Buy the fucking dip, you fucking idiot. There, I said it. Is there anything in those 7 words you do not understand?
HMMMM, I guess it's pretty clear. Just buy the dip, right?
Bravo. Just buy the fucking dip.
But I lost most of my money on this rally having tried to be short. I have very little left.
Well then, just borrow some money at a ridiculously low interest rate, and just buy the fucking dip.
HMMMM, maybe thoughts what I will do. Borrow money cheap, and go buy the dip.
See, now you understand the magic of making money in this market.
So yeah, you can stop it. There's like 30 more seconds, but it's literally the same thing. It's like the Bernanke, buy the fucking dip, you fucking idiot. And dude, I mean, that's why I keep seeing all these like 20-year-old kids. They're just like, I'm killing this market. Like they're so bullish on everything. They have not seen a market that wasn't just like anytime it dips a little bit, we have these record low interest rates. People just leverage themselves to their fucking eyeballs and ride the fucking wave back up. It works. What was the date on that video? It's like fucking 15 years old.
Yeah, it's super old.
Yeah, like I wish I had fucking taken that advice when I first saw the video. I didn't, but you just can't fight. You can't fight the Fed. You can't fight this shit. It is, most of it's inflationary. I saw somebody. It might have been Thomas Massey. Somebody introduced the bill, or no, it wasn't. Nothing was introduced. I think Donald Trump was just talking about indexing capital gains to inflation. Even though it's the government bullshit inflation numbers, that would help a little bit, because a lot of these paper profits that people have in the market is highly inflationary. But yeah, once again, this is not financial advice, but yeah, buy the fucking dip, you fucking idiot. Because it just, I mean, certainly don't try to call a top, because we just keep going higher, and I don't understand why. We do have the tariff stuff looming. I think was it 2 weeks from today is the deadline. I think August, is it August 8th? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So we'll see what Trump decides to do, if he's gonna taco, if he's gonna chicken out again, if they're gonna strike some deals. I don't know. But yep, have some dry powder for when there is a dip to start buying. I think just historically, that's pretty good advice. If it, a 20% correction, maybe start creating a position. And if it dips down to 30%, add on, average in. And, make sure you don't invest anything that you can't afford to lose. And eventually it will go back up. That's all I can tell you. So yeah, I guess we can get out of here on that. You got anything else?
You gonna do happy hour tonight? I'll be at work. So.
That was the plan. I'll send out an email because I might. Yeah, I was supposed to be free. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to be free. I want to do a happy hour though. Yeah, I'll send out an email if we're going to do it. If not, next week for sure. Because when was the last time we did one? It was before. It was a long time ago, wasn't it? And I missed it because my internet went out. Yeah, shit. Okay. I will do my best to get a happy hour going, but you're not going to be there either. What about next Friday?
Next Friday, I'm off work. Yes.
Okay, let's do next Friday then. Next Friday, and we'll try to make it a good one. And then I think we'll be back on our regular schedule, Tuesdays and Fridays going forward for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Thank you so very much for listening. Have a great weekend, everybody. And until Tuesday, you know what to do. Just keep on peddling that so-called fiction. Peace.